Well, David, no doubt you've had a look at the tape from the weekend game. What's your post-match assessment of the performance?
Oh no, we're pretty happy with different aspects of our game. Particularly I guess the huge work on's been our attack and our continuity in attack, and and our core skills, which I thought in that game in Dunedin we execute quite well at times. So pretty happy in that sense. There were some areas in defence that we had a look at today and review, and thought we could do better. But overall, reasonably happy to come out with a win.
A few weeks ago we were asking where the next try was coming from. Now they're coming in 4s and 5s.
Yeah, well, that's I guess as a coach and as there's three of us coaching the team, and we could see those opportunities we're creating them, but the execution wasn't good, and seeing the space wasn't happening. But that's those guys are growing in confidence and awareness, and they're starting to deliver, which is great.
Seeing radical self-belief changes in players. We're using Scotty as a classic case. Didn't take the ball to the line much. Made 2 of the best breaks in the competition.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that. But there's a time in the saddle, and I spoke to him after the game, and he thought that being at halfback helped him. I guess seeing what Marty was doing, taking the ball to the line, gave him a bit of confidence, and it's quite interesting how guys see, I guess, from a different position what they should be doing, and and again there's an age thing too. These guys have had a few games under their belt now, getting a bit more confidence in their own skin, getting more confident in the game plan, and also the players around them.
It's a Tuesday night when we record this interview. Is the team harder to pick than it was a couple of weeks ago because of the competition?
Well, look, I said that before the Otago game. The team is harder to pick because finally we've got a bench that are coming on and that are adding value, and I've been really pleased with the guys. Harley with his steadiness under pressure, his taking of kick-offs, some of his decision making. And you've got the Fijian boys that come on that offer impact. They put some big hits on. They take the ball to the line hard, and and all those guys coming on. Taylor's another one that's growing in confidence. So it's just nice to have a bench, and as you talked about, it's the guys that are starting aren't doing anything wrong, but these guys are catching up on the bench.
It's a funny old competition. You could be first, you could miss out on the semis still with the way that things are. So it's a case of keeping focused.
Yeah, we talked about that today. It's we talked about we're in the same position we are now that we were after the Waikato game, and we went away and had a disappointing performance against Manawatu, and to me that's about building into this game is mental hardness. We've got a team that's coming down here to play us on Thursday that's very capable. They're an aggressive team. They've spent well on the off season and got some finishers. And they're coming down here and they'll take it to us, and if we don't stand up and believe what's been written about us and so forth, we'll come a distant second.
And you've got a few things in their favour. You've got a day extra rest. They've got to travel, and they don't like coming here, do they?
No, it's one of those things that we all have those sort of short turnarounds. They'll probably be resting again today, which is good, but we take nothing for granted. They've got good coaches, good players, and we just got to prepare the best we can, and hopefully that'll be enough on the day. Two teams like to chuck the ball around too. Just hope the weather plays its part on Thursday night, and hopefully we get a good crowd, because we need to repay our fans with some nice tries and a good win on Thursday.
It would be nice to go to counties, wouldn't it, following week without having to chase points, knowing you're at least in the semi and perhaps jockeying for position.
Yeah, that's dead right. Counties is a tough team to beat at home, particularly with the Shield, and the last thing we want is to we want to go up there and express ourselves based on it being a Shield challenge, because you can't win the Shield by defending, but we don't want that added pressure that we're still chasing a place in the semi-final, and as I said, we want to bank that on Thursday night.
Well, Tim, we gave the boys Parker thing a big build-up on Sky. Did you get your shoulder on him at any time?
Oh, I gave a bit of a niggle, held him down a couple of times, and he's pretty hard to get, and if you do get up on him pretty quick, he'll just step you, so you can't sort of try and smash him. You just sort of got to play your own game and not let it get into your mind too much.
Any on-field banter, or just kept to your own job?
No, I just, as I said, I just rubbed his head in the ground a wee bit and just sort of nothing too serious. So, no, not like the old days where you could put a good late hit, and those days are sort of gone, so sort of miss those days.
And what about after catch up with both families, all there, were they?
Yeah, no, it was good. All his family, my family were there, and Nana and Granddad, or Nana was there. Granddad's passed away, so no, it was good. It was good.
So where's the allegiance? Are they one group supports Otago, the other Southland these days?
No, they're pretty good. They both watch his family watches mine, and I watch them. So she's a pretty well everyone loves rugby in the family, so it's good. A lot of support.
But a good, satisfying win for Southland because you had to work very, very hard for that one.
Oh, it's always easy. It's always you just never know what's going to happen in that game, and it's always going to be close and one of the most hardest games you'll probably play this season. So the body's still pretty sore.
Big factor is the stadium, isn't it? The conditions and this expansive play must be very tiring fitness-wise.
Yeah, it is. Like, if you're playing that every week, it should be pretty tough. So, and it'll be good fitness for them, so they'll only keep growing. And I'm pretty pleased with the boys how they stepped up to that sort of pace. We haven't sort of been playing that sort of quick, so it was a good result.
And a good rehearsal because Hawke's Bay play at a torrid rate too.
Yeah, they got some pretty good backs too. But in saying that, they've got good forwards too, so she's going to be a pretty good game all around the field. I think they'll try and take it to us up front for a start. They'll know we're pretty relentless in our forwards, and we'll try and take it away from our forwards and give it to the backs for a start and try and run around them, and then we'll try and beat them up a wee bit later on.
And Ella's forward trio, yourself, Dixon and Hardy, you just seem to have this ongoing building relationship.
Yeah, we're all holding together, so that's a positive. So yeah, hopefully it stays there like that and injury-free, touch wood.
Now, big day for David Hall, of course. Now, you would have played with him perhaps more than most in his history. How would you sum him up as a team man?
Oh, he's a typical team man. He'll always be there, and he's always good for a bit of banter, and cops a bit of shit, but he can give it too. So no, he's a good man, and the boys will be playing for him, no doubt.
Because he's an ex-flanker, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's played a bit of the number 8, and he stepped into it pretty good when we had a bit of tough times and a few injuries. So no, he's a pretty all-round player.
Does that sort of thing prove a distraction? Obviously, we cope with the Jamie one.
No, it sort of gives you a bit more fight, I suppose. There's fight in every game, but there's a bit more on the line like that. It's sort of you sort of dig deep for him, and it'll make a real good send-off.
And I think a pretty good crowd here coming up, given the situation with the competition.
Oh, you'd hope there should be a good crowd after last weekend. She was pretty spectacular to watch. I watched it on the tape afterwards, and she was good to watch. So yeah, hopefully another one of them will be awesome.
What do you reckon the count was on Saturday? More Southlanders or Otago? It's hard to tell.
Definitely more Southlanders. They were more vocal, and it was a good stag day up there. So thanks to everyone that came up.
Well, Taylor, how satisfying was that final try-scoring movement of yours?
Yeah, well, it was quite good. You know, boys really fought back hard, played some good footy to get back in the game, and then just to be able there to finish off that try, you know, it was a really special moment, especially up there in Otago.
The way the back's going at the moment, anything's on.
Yeah, it is really. You know, we've really started to come out of our shell a bit. I think just our combinations and that, you know, we're really starting to get going, and we're starting to show what we can do when we've got the ball in hand, you know, from all parts of the field.
And you're trying to make a statement here. You've been on the bench a few weeks, but when you come on, you're making a difference.
Yeah, I was put to the bench now after a poor performance against Manawatu, so just trying to come off the bench and do my part for the team.
And you're getting plenty of ball, good quality ball to play with.
Yeah, it has been a bit better over the last few weeks. You know, our forwards are starting to clean rucks, and the ball's actually been quite quick. So, you know, I'm getting good ball, and that's been able to, you know, put me in real good positions to give the backs good ball.
Not sure whether you're starting yet, but whenever you come on, there's a couple of good halfbacks on the opposition half.
Yeah, there is. You know, they're real experienced. You know, they're quite similar, both quite small and stocky and real nippy wee things. So, you know, we're going to have to be careful around the rucks. But you know, it'll be a great experience playing against those guys who've played at that top level.
And defensive structures are important because they've got firepower.
Yeah, they do. You know, they got the likes of Talusa Vainu and that out wide, Zach Guilford and that. So, you know, we can't take our eye off them. They've also got some strong forwards that like to carry the ball, so you know we've got to be really switched on throughout the whole 80.
Confidence in the team though, it must be on the rise.
Yeah, I think it's at a real big high at the moment. We've come off three big wins. We've come from behind in all those wins, so you know the boys are fairly confident in our ability and what we can do on the paddock.
Now, a case is staying focused, isn't it? Because there's still lots of work to be done.
Yeah, it's about you know, we've talked a lot about this week about backing up. You know, we can't just fall asleep just because we have 3 good wins. You know, we're in a prime position to put ourselves on the map and get us a home semi-final. So we really need to front up on Thursday night and hopefully put in a good performance.
Great competition, isn't it, with all the teams in the championship still in the hunt?
Yeah, it's so tight. You know, you wouldn't believe it. We were last at one stage and 1 win, and we were back up to 3rd, I think, and now we're in 2nd. So it's a really tight competition, and that makes it all important, more important to win all our games. You know, and hopefully Thursday night we can do that.